Do here any ensuo special eyes and ensuo a kama the more day a we are coaching wonuma or pomodin who some etumi ekoye and a special drinks and also a mugwa hudo wukwa do pebiano won baby a day amount sa enumeko any afofro enkayena akabom asuyasne id enumre no siampem kase bono ebremu na de ebedimu akutini bi enie Amampanyina na adedankwa ekufo ado edehihye fufuro bia beno no wodi sika 1 million ni echire dollars kurampo wodi bewura eye basic education mu titiri wani a wo mobdembo entumi enkoyie no Amampanyi ene empanyimfa wo moda assisted secondary schools ano ahia e wo Jubilee House enne sanso ene yenya ne ntiese sesei eye MPP4 primaries ninti Mrashibedwafo wonum entan kwa setanu nti watu ede akohye eye ebenada June ni de toso aduonu miensa biometric infidie electoral commission de beye adwuma e wa Afia ba ye beto no emu no wo masobu ya hye enkran ede ama amanyuko ahoro Bosia empempi China mano ede ma abibiman ahodo no wo mo ekyerese ensihu no eyade a wonum ebetwemu South Africa mem COVID-19 cases cost nenso lockdown won hye any restrictions no omampanyi no agugum Midi edi Afia Adutwumwaa Morosa mene Obahima Afia kyerɛ Asiedu Africa sebono emu ensam enie Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcome Project otwanitewe FN Gallup hyehyɛ foforo na na adodankwa akufo ado MPP abano ede abenam so ama enne wada no edi ewo Jubilee House eno no ewo enkran na san hyehyɛ foforo ni mu no aban edi sika mu odupa ebewra basic education pempin wo modembo ewo fom no se de be ya wo modembo no emu betumi apagya na adesua ne adekyerɛ mu donso etumi akoso nam so ama enne dai wonom abia no
Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcome Project no penifo da no wadi wo Jubilee House atenekasi mu na omo ehwe kwan bebo ama schools nketua no agegina wonai so ye papa ebere omampanyi eda adwumade na di no kire mu a na schools beye empim du 10,000 asebe omodembo no wo fom e free KG primary kopim GSS no ene ebehwe apejom papa special schools awodo no so eka ho bi sika ede ebo adwumade no ho bra no eye 218 million America sika ni mu a World Bank Department for International Development Global Partnership for Education for NSO asna to
achieve the desired improvement in learning for all our children who go through the school system in literacy, numeracy, and critical thinking skills, government is determined to ensure that children in every part of the country are taught by professional teachers. We remain focused on ensuring equitable teacher deployment and strengthening accountability regimes. That is why government is pleased to be collaborating with the World Bank in introducing the Ghana Accountability and Learning Outcomes Project, Gallup. Under Gallup, government will invest some $219 million on a comprehensive set of interventions that addresses constraints from teaching to learning in our schools. Schools will receive teaching and learning materials. Heads of schools will be trained on improved school management techniques, and supervision and assessment systems will be strengthened. 10,000 low-performing basic schools across the country have already been selected to benefit from the project, and I'm confident that the implementation of Gallup will help drive standards and quality in these schools. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I declare the Ghana Accountability and Learning Outcomes Project Gallup duly launched.
Omampanyi na nadu danko akufo ado enne woni empanyimfo a wo mo edra Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools Ghana ano omatwe hiem ewo Jubilee House a woni wo matwetwe nkomo na de wode eto omanim nyina ene se wabie school no na daru ma wo mo nhwe se enhyehye a wode egu akwanso no ombetimi ede aye ejima.
Indeed, we are all aware of the current challenges that we have globally, which is the COVID-19. And with the announcement of our president for schools to reopen, immediately Ghana Education Service called for a meeting, and Charles was one of the stakeholders that was called, and we discussed the way forward as far as reopening was concerned. Thereafter, we also went back to our respective regions and had regional meetings with all the headmasters of our respective regions. There we shared the ideas with them and made them aware that we should all be on board to ensure that schools reopen and reopen effectively. From the regional level, we also had meetings at the school levels. We have met our teaching staff and non-teaching staff. We have briefed them about the whole thing, given them all the assurances they needed, and made them aware of the preparations that government has put in place. So we should all come on board to ensure that school reopens and reopens effectively. We, as the administrators on the ground and teachers, are in readiness for the reopening of the school.
As of Monday, the final year, final year undergraduates in our universities and tertiary educations came back to school to prepare themselves to take their final year exams. It's a relatively small population compared to the population of people who will be coming to school on Monday. There's about 200,000 odd people. But so far, it appears that the arrangements that the committee headed by the senior minister, Osafo Mafu, did, the work that they did, has been successful. We have not had any complaints about absence of material, absence of the health assistance, and the schools have come back, and they've come back in circumstances that allow them also to maintain the social distancing protocols. That is the same that we are hoping will happen as of Monday in the senior high schools, when those who are ready to do their final exams are going to come back to school. They're going to come back also with the Go Track people, so that they can also complete their first semesters.
Yet what Kasia Bono eso amanba abato ya pronso etrese a new patriotic party MPP amnyokoni nyame eya aduma memenda eya bosumi de toso aduonu enso obesona na adedankwa ekufo adogana mampanyi ensa eyino akyerese wono ena wotu franka ediama MPP ekuo no ewo afi abato no emu na saa dwumedie kasie bekoso ewo council meeting ase ewo enkrahase amanebo no koso kyeremu a ye February bosumi mu no abra MPP ekuo no ebie nominations mu eto ho eso bibia opeso tu franka edema ekuo no betuma befa bi no omampena na danko ekufado ene panyi a wonya kokodro ewo MPP onyekuo no mu asa forms no kopiki bie na chese we chese franka 240 bre no obia ene ne emumu ehye ewo MPP onyekuo no mu na no echi no nso chese so yi no echira ne running mate na be de echire Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia nso eyade ono nso ebeyi no achire na ye nyame ya duma memenda June de toso aduono ena MPP parliamentary primaries no baso ewo mpesua ahodo eso yetwa Kasia Bono eso enam MPP amanyokoni primaries baso memenda bosumi da toso aduonu nti se hukomra hye bedwafi a ekonom nyina ayehwe wonom emma campaign na je se wonom eguso dendenden enam so amasese mra hye bedwam asetena no wonom atu ahyeda eye wokyena ene edwoada se wonom enkogi se ebenada eye bosumi ni da toso aduonu miensa ena wonom ebekọ asetena
practical reasons. I think at the house that was set tomorrow, a remote delegate from the functions of the house. The speaker, I really listen to members, and if you take the sense of the house and you believe strongly that if we should not meet, if we should not sit tomorrow, it will not take anything away from the responsibilities of the House, and that we have to recommence on Tuesday, in other words, to suspend the meeting until Tuesday. It could be done. The Speaker hasn't said so. I will move that we adjourn this House until Tuesday next at 10 o'clock in the phone as well. I think time has come for us to be here. Let us tell you that we are not engaged in corruption. Because when I say when you pray and you be elected, you are engaged in corruption. Whether it is 5,000 or 5,000, they only be paid. Because you are paying to people when you do position. If you don't stop this and continue, then you are going to pay very excellent and easy. We don't pay a shower. And then you say that we are with the bigger people who are here to do business. And the bigger is part of the rest. It's not the people. They do business.
Electoral Commission your mayor bato asue na de tie ne say afi emfidi e biometric voter registration machines a wom de beye djuma e wa bai beto no emu no e wo se wom eso hye enti wom aye pilot registration enne he de ama amanyukwa horo bi e wo enkran rage na enumu no Director of Public Affairs e wo Electoral Commission Mama Sylvia Ano ene UTV akasa botaye nti a wo de edi djuma no wa kirem
ene ya she de ato ho say pilot na Yamin Chadie, political party representatives, civil society organizations, even some members of the general public are patronizing. Oba safety protocols na can't want some no. Yes, say cannot quack. Answer na obebano. The thermometer gun no. Usha face mask fine. Na thermometer gun the actual muma so say it is senya na. Say ye the ani ama watu aso no wa room sakama. No abedi queue no so. We are na wako the first point of call, which is a registration officer then chain with details so no pacho. Ebi ana wo house no makra won kai say this here. Faso throw paper so na fako. Ye sure say no kre. Say the be obi nkonko challenge you. Yes so ko fo bi de na why ba wow baby out no at times won mun kai mpo. Ni atra ma o kama. Wo hometown number ni sa ni o ma no. I was say to be trotro ni nyina. Nti yesterday be ya ebedu 30th no na se bibi wo ho na ehia se wo se ya na ya ye ni nyina apreko obi anka na kuma ntoni ye mo nka se ontro ni din na edin tro no e wo right responsibility na and say wo de be ye wo available e de ama Electoral Commission office officials no during the registration period said the be ya obetimi atro udi enye sa kokoro buti power no ehia yen
Awuzan for yetu akase bono eso Electoral Commission for aso ya ne daso ewe na omu di atu edwase wonum epesa amanyoku agodo ewo memu na afenso akuku no womu dwumede agodo so titru any voter new voter register eba no ekon befa so na afi womu ayi womu niema na omafo ababeto abani na opese eye parties agodo ewo memu no bia anitumi etuamu bia nam so amene sa dwumedie woye ede ama parties dudu no ano wonum ekobie
political party, National Democratic Party, se bio abato ni COVID ni nyina ehu ensensem nyina hia oman no na se abato aso etimi edi sankita hodie ya chese ene omo ehu kire amayen political parties nti so far se kon say dia medwen say ye nia yesan hu bi mu a ye ni eso kakra unim se space no eso because yesusu who say as much as possible in most places are say jumadi be koso no yenye no open field say ne be ya space na ihu ye nyina social distance and any ho ne manema no e be koso pepepe so far no me just say ne mahu no eye
pipa no a ye twere so no ansa na wo de akotwa ufonu no there is no barcode, there is no reference number on that paper. And it is an individual be answer cancer paper no obetimi a printing out aye e wo fie dia man krofo e dia ba because me ho any reference number on it, any barcode on it. It means cancer paper no the next thing I have to do is just go to the cameraman so kona the paper no man o musa any question about it and no answer what the only thing he asks your phone number, your true. And if this is the procedure we are going through on the normal one there, and we have a problem.
Uraha or show just by who you are. managing home, and I think so. Baby, or my transfer, yes, social distancing, so to say, pepe, and I'm a whom basa to quite a buffobia, and because register, you know, at a new bedtime minutes, no, or maybe, and to me, free say, a coin electoral commission, a fashion, a beboa magana, a tumpon, the apeja.
Young Ghana Union movement for the Yabai so far, senior arrangement and social distance is being observed. Now, this is to say that the tension that our other political parties are trying to raise is neither here nor there. And if we're going to spend time and resources to correct whatever lapses be a war procedure, now a say future crisis, I believe say it's okay.
COVID-19 eba yenti enhihye bia ba enu ye WHO hospital discharge and follow up policy na Ghana for bebre na so mo ntia se papa enti Director General Emma Ghana Health Service Dr. Patrick Kumabwaje wa friends and show for nhyiamudie enne na wa cheche sa enhihye no emo enu achi no ode kokobo ama Ghana for
isolation na quarantine nipa fi say yempese yare no be firi wo ho de akomo be foforo na ahwehwe ma hunu se obi ye positive na a check kra na nu be enadu no ontimi emfa nsan because obo wo humi o eden a virus no ebinim enam say nti no first na nka oba ho to kra na je say your test negative me no na emanipa etna aya sabia ho eche any isolation center che nti enya adwen say na free na ko na otwimi no pepepe from time if I was sample a car so you're positive, no, you be you am wakufie. You say, Okufia, I want to find some of you, I'll be answering to fire any being your interna, the buyer. Almost so, almost yare, more yare koda hospital, no. Namakan, the more me on finger, no. Near that hospital, no, so no. Your man, son, out to me, no, be son, out to me, no, so. Nessa, a moose, out to me, no. Baby, I am in Sanchino, now only teen yan who baby I am born of ya. The be you know. And yes, answer as a time never subiano. A cock Namian Sambe to Subiano, the be you know. Name moments, a boo or ha, my miniature boo honma, or hypertension, and also diabetes, no COVID. Ye be discharged from COVID, but the first cell diabetes, and no sugar or hypertension, no. Enquire or say first do you better also about home by either say or another hospital and answer with fee. And that's how the discharges.
Yet what Kasiebono eso Entrance Pharmaceuticals and Research Center womu eye adwumaku womu ye enrodo do no a ewo ebibrem atoye wo de no etonchi a Tobinco group of companies anana amotobin eda wano no nso sa pharmaceutical company wonom eka ho ebi na yenya ntie se wonom ede hydroxychloroquine atese dose ye pa eho kai 100,000 Ghana cedis wonom ede akoche asoye sharp modern ensam so se womu nso man na wonfa enkuntia eye COVID-19 ya de ya sese de ene amama pi epem so no we enam so ama aban afa apomodin sofo abedi ekire ononyamfo Bernard Okoboy so abomabaso
program we I witness donation from Tobinco and for that matter Entrance Pharmaceuticals and also Tobinco group na see na ndro am di bre no ndro se wo treat corona patient and COVID patients yet to me use in the management plan na first no eba say side drone no bi mu set me boa no na nka nkofo bebre o maju say yenkoto bimbra every amanano but mu kai say president can say bibia ye hia no yembo mo de say be ye Ghana na Tobinco ye one of the companies omo ankasa e de omo hye mu a omo produce a draw we Ghana enti modi kakra ebre aban through the Ministry of Health say yen use na yemboa na yen fight COVID yare no mepa mo cho say ye be wini wo no ntema e be hia say obiara de no ho e be hyem e wo say yen fa mask hye na enye juma bibia o mo de aba no ye be hwe so yie e de aye juma kama ama virus no ya wini wo no etia virus no
e shegana for bo say be out on the first and pass for the FDA ye wi the FDA no last month mu and then Yamiadum FDA for my approval. Into on the first na kind about out there. Take us the Yamiasi baby at the FDA for so I say. Near one more say you need the first hydrogen chloroquine at what your sub regime. You can't say hydrogen chloroquine a prescription product. And you do to say paracetamol and brufen and OTC lines. I'll be to me a call over the counter products. I'll be to me a call. I was a doctor, a prescribed man. And then you do so a prevention and a vaccine. Now, like I said, me no media prevent Yarian Sene member. I was so beer Yarena a canon. Doctor, a prescribable, not or the mom. Doctor prescribe the man dear, not as a doctor no, a vegetable dosage near Quaya Befaso. And no, to menko and kotokeke, so called no, Debbie. And me GD pass any one farmer gana pet. Nemo no, Africa crab bay in ano, a very worker said the amount.
Igusua, a share and drew a beba. Na in Brubia, a bebanso sono, young so I drink a bit me a year, Adam or my Ghana. Senebaya importation na neta crabby brain. As so a beba form.
NPP phobia wo mo dodo be se oha aduanan ennom wo mo ewo asante achim north abatom pesua eso wadi wo mpanyifo ho ya papa de wo kan se akato na bro na primacy abasui aden e no maboa pa akosesa album a wo mo de kwakodi jumai
NPP emmebu na omo wa asante achim north constituency ewo asante mantema esun omo echire mu ameme na ebeyi e na omo ekwakoto aba enso hwa empanyimfo afakoti kwan so ama nipa be 145 a omo no ye delegates no abon a omo no beto aba no ye yi omo di afrim na no omo busa se ye no na se na ame eba na se na amanfo afakoti kwan so a omo etimi aye saa nsem no eno ma friends am kirefo nhyiamudie a omo kire se animanim ya National Executive Committee edema NPP enhwe na nya omo ntra ma memenda nkodu a omo kwakoto aba omo nipa 145 no omo ntime nto aba ne bi omo kire omo nsem se
eye constituency parliamentary elections a NPP amanyoko ne ba baye bosumi ya omo da to so adu no which is 20th of June ye party mpanifo no eni mpanifo bi hihase ne ye di asem bi a ye bodwo so a enye yie eni se onu mo yi enipa maako oha aduanan num 145 afri constituency photo album no a ye di ato constituency executives elections I was a no na qualify me to come 20th June abano omo nipa 145 of my delegates ye ni nye enti abo National Executive Committee na mane se form na si form anya sa ye kuro we no ye besim no anya papa awo ya manyoko no
abusua ba ko nipa mienu agina prade ya eno kire se ye nyina yan kotai ba ko achi e da ya mu beche ba hu se ni we di na hodin community no o ma fa kwan bi so ye nyina din free abonim it's unconstitutional. Abon ebe sana after 4 years ye dey ato party chairman about to awie ye dey beto parliamentary ne dey ato presidential ye to wie dia enka they have every right say bia ye beto sana abon no but enu that time no mu ye film no na ye party man na ye do party no dey no person ye nwene fa party no ho ye teacher party no mu ana say eno so dey moa e the party no ebe ko form ye mpene sa International Executive Committee omo form na nsi form enye sa come Saturday about to no dey ema so
me delegate mu a me to abama chairmanship bananse hu se me badgema income MP a obey ejina ho a eno no ye news o makwa ko change abon no change ya me minim dada pefe se o ma change abon no am patch se me na me bo adwuma me to aba no e ma party no ene minim bi iti de me se ni pise na dudan kwase ono ketase hye won pede a ene message obi o temper abon no won hwe no resign
Obesisi suku adan enafe ejanabia ene astrotef pitches no dodo no a ewo dwaben abato empesua eso na no ababeto dwase Middle Belt Development Authority for ena bibia eda wonum abam a wonum eye opanyo da no a woni owura jo dankwa akasa de atodwase se de beye omanfo abrabom ebeye formti ena wonum ebeye sa empududwume ede amomanfo
Empanyimfo omoda Middle Belt Development Authority ano ababe piemo ewa Asante Mantema omudi omoni echre Dwaben constituency a eno so ewo Asante Mantema ne nyina no se Middle Belt Authority dwuma hodo bi wo ha omaye no constituency ho a omawie a ewo se omutimi epa ho entoma afo de eno to nchen a the friends sword cutting no na chese ebe hye bibia se na ewo se empanyimfo ekọ na omoye ebi ene classroom blocks bi omoba be afi baby pa amanfo betime eja omna eye AstroTurf I no so enkwala betime aboso football ene mpuntudwuma haka youth even some trefo ekodi akira emra adwumade no ba wie ena ye ne kwankyerefo panya ono ena da Middlebelt Authority ano owura Joe Dankwa etwetwe nkomo ema wode nsem etu edwa
ye de development authority our mampanyi dey to me bi ahye yensem every year we are no ye ma $1 million for each constituency so ye hwe ne mfa nya mpuntudwuma ewo constituencies no na de ye ne se ye tie free constituency ho no de ehia wo mo pa na yakọ ne akoye na we na honorable member of parliament for Dwabin or the betu ye nim se obadua pompo hanoma de ehia wo mo pa ne sa bridge if we say omote one side and omofu so the other side and in between baby omofu one baby omote no sa nsuyi ewo honom ai hawo no enti nsuo no to a omuntimi nkwafu rainy season bia na chezo bia wo fie obi antimi nkwafu enti ye major issue but ye bedru ha no na cheze de na ye adwene ayeye sebe covid keke say ye ma afuomufo atimi akwafu na enye sa na tie na something bigger than covid enti ye ma wo ye re-engineering yes food bridge way the ma farmers na omo aha no said ye be ya sense you to insu anto ometima kwa fum akwakoye omadwuma aba
ne krakra no mra sebedwane ono wo Dwaben eye onwonyamfo ama poma ono so akire mu sei
your data on your needs inti opportunity ni buy say MPP aban ma $1 million per constituency no na your vision any MPP vision no Asia and I the list of projects priorities the koto authority name inti no na important say authority no beba na omoni ananti no mo hu edwuma pa contractors a omo de edwuma no show mo sanyina omaye inti mo ba constituency no there it's not just been words but it's been action yenya so the MPP aban IMI, even though we have more upcoming projects, so.
Also for be show shop di ho nsem eso Dr. Bernard Okoboy na de worker ene se Ghana ha no ye onmeku akese ne nketua bi a aban di dwumadi ahyomsa se COVID-19 ebremi omommo yamane na ye hu cases fufura aba womom ho to womo ene womom meti nananom e wonse do enti sa aban dwumako no de sa amanebo no eba eya yenye gidie e wo womo emo
na onwanyafo Bernard Okoboy so for be de chihwe apomden sunu na wokasa ebra China ban ade niam beche yenye yede koma University of Ghana Akyere sabia no wasenjehye ye mpendifo de agu akwan so fa coronavirus no Ghana fo yeni so na ebebo anya kasa.
We should continue to trust state institutions when they give us figures on what is happening to us. I know some quarters raised issue with the number of deaths we've had, stating that deaths in some regions appear to be more than what is reported at the top. But respectfully, by way of education, every clinician or public health official knows that you have to take reported deaths through some form of, some vetting or clinical audit, so that we don't have a situation where a death is reported on a national platform and 2 days later we come and tell you we are sorry. This was due to diabetes and stroke and not COVID-19. That would be a disaster. That would wipe completely out the confidence that has been built over the past few months. And so let's be patient with those managing the COVID-19 situation. Let's trust our state institutions. And most importantly, let's partake in the protocols, especially the personal ones.
China binding musini odini dwumadi aba wi ya encho be free Ghana ase no shintin one ono so ekasai.
For those African countries that are hardest hit by the virus and heavy financial stress, China will work with the global community to give them greater support by such means as further extending the period of debt suspension. China encouraged the Chinese financial institutions to respond to the G20's debt service suspension initiative.
Vice Chancellor Edema University of Ghana, Professor Ebenezer Wudru Ensun Samuni.
Sa yarewe se unye discipline na se undi mra so a ebe difficult say ye betumi aboatra yɛbɛdi ne so nkunim nti no wohwɛ ne esisi ɛsɛ lorry station sɛ ne wokan nkɔfo drive ɔmo nhyɛ mask mamu nye we ɛno no mbɛyɛ sɛ yɛn asese suban na ɛbɛyɛ den ama yɛ ɛbɛyɛ den papa
yet waka se bono eso eye bunu east parliamentary primaries no enchena ebaso na no na MPP regional chairman owo bunu east honum owura Thomas Edu Apia wa cheche sedi besi akọ ene chiche yahodo a wonom ede egu akwaso
is comprised of 11 constituencies. Out of the 11 constituencies, there are 6 or 5 constituencies, and there are 5 constituencies with sitting members of parliament. The 6 or 5 constituencies, last year, they held their primaries. There was our constituencies. So you would know our constituencies, 3 for all opposed, 3 in the year primaries. Immediately after the primaries, so we set up the conflict resolution committee. I call around Nema Ekoshi, creating Kabumu about party model or fine constituencies. The end of the last month, that was somewhere 31st of May, and our president AEC sessions on the COVID-19. First on conferences, workshop, where the Crown 25. Burial Department and President increasing the code for 100 quickly. And then the National Steering Committee of our party, the New Patrol Party, a National Executive Committee meeting, and all of National Council meeting. The party so National Council is the second highest decision body after Congress. Until on the 3rd of June, and I push Muakra, say the 20th of this month, this coming Saturday. And elections for areas of the city members of parliament. Thank God, Bono is your 5 constituencies or city members of parliament. At the close of nomination and filing everything, 2 unopposed. That is Asiedu Mantin. Honorable Unauthorized, the regional minister, is going unopposed. Myself, Honorable Martin James Akosa, the Deputy Minister for Regional Organization and Development, and also ECO unopposed. But still, there will be an acclamation on the 20th Senior National Council Akyere. Well, because of this COVID-19, elections will do elections on only the electoral areas. You have sample one place, and let me be honest with you. Electoral area pie on the region in Krampoa, and also pie comprehensive police stations about 9. I was on the 10. Maybe a police station comprising that of 1 electoral area.
Kasi boy FU TV so ye twa ho age abo phone crack so ye buy beto so ye nkombra